And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video we're going to be going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours, which of course includes some massive Luis Diaz news. We're going to be going through a bit on the sporting director, whilst also providing an injury update to a player as he's returned. And then we're of course going to finish up by taking a look at this weekend's fixture against Luton Town. So yeah, quite a few bits and pieces to discuss in the video. But let's start with the main man, Ramsay. Of course, currently out on loan at Preston North End, and after 2.5 months, he has returned back to full training. Basically, with his first game now back has been revealed. As I said, he's had long-term back and knee injuries hampering his first season on Merseyside, while a series of setbacks so far this term have denied him a debut at Preston. However, the 20-year-old has now rejoined full training with his loan club, having worked on his recovery back at the AXA training centre, and is due to feature next week. Ramsay's debut is slated for the Lancashire Senior Cup semi-final against Accrington Stanley on November 7th. Basically an incompetitive start, but one manager, Ryan Lowe, hopes will get him up to speed. Obviously not playing a part with us this season, Calvin. However, having said that, it's good to see him returning back from an injury, and as I said, hopefully he can get this run of games. You know, he's meant to be dubbed as the next sort of big thing. Coming out of Scottish football, obviously Liverpool did play a decent fee for him from Aberdeen, and as I said, there was a lot of hope and ambition for him for the future, but as I said, has been ruptured and disrupted with injuries along the way, so hopefully he can really put that behind him and get started here with Preston, as he has returned from 2.5 months out. Now, in other news, guys, of course, with the sporting director role, something that, you know, in a normal football club is something we don't really discuss every single week, but with the Liverpool space, we're always talking about it. Obviously, the situation with our former sporting directors who did a wonderful job at the club, Edwards and of course Julian Ward, leaving after each other. Then we got a stand-in one this year, apparently with Jorge Schmadtke. Did a fantastic job this summer, but apparently still understanding that it's still a temporary basis. I'm not too sure at this moment in time. Nobody really knows for truth, but now reports are stating that he's staying until the end of the year, before Liverpool then go into another market and try and get another sporting director. Look, it's all in the air at the moment. However, one thing for certain is that Liverpool have downplayed the Max Eberl links after claims of sporting director job agreed. Basically, the 50-year-old is available after leaving RB Leipzig as the director of sport. And basically, over the last sort of couple of weeks, has been reported that both Bayern Munich and Liverpool have been vying for his signature. However, of course, Liverpool have currently got Jorge Schmadtke, and it's still unknown what's going on with him. It does look like Max Eberl will be going to Bayern Munich. As I said, Liverpool have downplayed any links with Max Eberl as well, but you know, why change something? If we can get Jorge Schmadtke, I thought he was coming on a temporary basis to help us with this summer transfer window, but he did a phenomenal job if he was a part of those signings that we got. Let's keep him for the winter. Let's keep him going forward. Give him a long-term contract and see if he can revamp the defence as well, because, as I said, them signings this summer were absolutely second to none, so I don't see any point if we're changing sporting director, especially if we've already got him through the door, and if he wants the job long term, then it's a no-brainer for me on that front. But hopefully we can stop talking about sporting directors. It's something at Liverpool we seem to be talking about a lot lately, just constant emergence of news around sporting directors. I want to keep the stuff on the park, but as I said, it is a big part of the makeup in the background and how we go about doing our transfers and stuff like that. So as I said, hopefully we can get Jorge Schmadtke on a long term. But as I said, Liverpool have downplayed any links to Max Eberl. Now, in other news, of course, the ongoing situation with regards to Luis Diaz, absolutely heartbreaking, with his sort of family being kidnapped. Of course, the recent update was that his mother had been obviously captured, or recaptured, sorry, but his father still remains captured by, kidnapped. And basically, there has been another update from Colombia stating that the kidnappers of Luis Diaz's father are representatives of ELN, a guerrilla group recognized as terrorists. terrorists. Basically, they said ELN says it did not know that themselves that kidnapped Luis Diaz's father. They are sure they will ask for his release now. Diaz's father, Luis Manuel Diaz, was kidnapped along with his wife, Selenius Marulunda, on Saturday night in the town of Barracanas. Immediate police intervention saw the swift rescue of Marulunda, but Diaz Sr. remains missing, with police and army forces searching mountain ranges and jungle. There had been fears the Liverpool winger father had been smuggled into the neighbouring Venezuela, but this has since been dismissed. Following a reported arrest in Barracanas on Wednesday morning, various outlets in Colombia have reported confirmation of the group behind the crime. Semana, Cambio, and El Timala all corroborate word from the Colombian government that the National Liberation Army orchestrated the kidnapping. ELN, who have been operating since 1964, are a guerrilla group recognized as terrorists by Colombia, Venezuela, the United States, Canada, and the European Union. Basically, yeah, that's an update with regards to his capturers. However, they still remain large, of course, with Luis Diaz's father, which is heartbreaking. Sometimes things with football, you just park up for the time being with regards to it. And of course, Luis Diaz is such an important player to us, but you can't imagine the stuff that's going on through his head at the moment, with this ongoing search for his father. The last thing you want to think about is anything to do with football. But currently 5-6 days on now, and still no sort of news of a capturing, just obviously who have kind of took his father. But as I said, he still remains in Merseyside. He hasn't gone out to Colombia, obviously been given time off by the football club, but still no further update on his capturing. But they have sort of identified the group that are responsible for it. So hopefully we can get some positive news for you very, very soon with regards to it. And of course, later on when he's ready, have Luis Diaz, of course, return back to the fold. Now, of course, having to park that up to the side, guys, obviously, whilst Luis Diaz will probably be unavailable for this weekend, we do have another game coming thick and fast. I say matches are coming thick and fast. We've got another Sunday fixture this week against Luton Town at Kenilworth Road. I think it's the first trip Jurgen Klopp would have had there. It's certainly the first trip in a long time that we've had there. But as I said, going up against Luton Town, Premier League new boys at their stadium, very unique. You probably have seen it memed around Instagram. But currently sitting 18th in the table, Luton. We are fully expected to wipe the floor with this Luton side. However, they did beat Everton recently. Then the last 4 games, though, they haven't mustered much. Of course, losing to Aston Villa 3-1, drawing 2-2 to Nottingham Forest, and of course losing to Spurs, and then losing even to Burnley. So the last win did come from Everton. In fact, that's their only win of the season. Did get a draw against Forest, and then got another draw against Wolverhampton Wanderers. So those results did all come away from home, so they weren't been that good at home anyway. So it is what it is. But Liverpool fans, do let me know your thoughts on Karen Ramsay. Let me know your thoughts on the Luis Diaz situation, and of course, let me know your score predictions ahead of the game at Kenilworth Road on Sunday, as I said, down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.